Wake up!
Time to put on a little makeup.
Yeah, put on. Hey, I see what you're doing here. Guys, welcome to not just any other episode of our podcast. This is episode 100.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, that's right.
Hold on.
That's right. Do you feel that?
Oh my God, hyperventilating.
This is episode 100 of the Thirsty Nerds podcast.
I can't believe we made it this far.
I know, right?
We did it.
And we're doing it right here in the tap room.
Washington Street Tap Room.
Not the one in Munster.
Why would it be there?
Yeah,
why would it be
that's a good
anywhere near
question.
It's a very specific place.
That's a good question. I don't know, but we are here. We are joined by a guest today.
Yeah. We got our
what's
first
up?
in-person guest, my buddy Chris, friend of the pod, Chris Beerson, owner and proprietor of Washington Street Tap Room in downtown Valparaiso.
Yes, sir.
11
That makes a
Washington Street.
motherfucking noise.
Yes, sir.
Say that address one more time, man.
11 Washington Street.
There we go.
Valparaiso, Indiana.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah.
Not Munster.
Not Munster.
At all.
A fine establishment, I'm
I have
sure.
to say thank you for allowing us to record.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
I've
a wonderful place.
Wanting to get you guys in here for a while. So I know it's a lot to set everything up remotely and everything.
Here's the thing, though. Like, a lot of people want to be in, want to come on the podcast.
Yeah.
Unless you provide the place, it's too small in our studio, and we too big.
Yeah, we too big. It gets sweaty. It is
Especially
airlocked.
during the
body.
summer. During the summer, we're not booking anybody.
I don't
I don't
need any
even
more
want- I don't even
sweat
wanna book
underneath my
them.
underboot.
It is a gorgeous, beautiful day, and I am glad to be here with some really, really special people.
Yes,
I am
sir.
Sumo.
Yeah.
I am joined here by King,
Hello.
Stooge, and Just.
Yes, sir.
And,
welcome. And first of all, let's start off. It's a celebration. It's
Yes.
100th episode, right?
100th episode.
Chris came by with something special. What you got, man?
I got 100 proof Captain Morgan.
Special reserve.
Yeah,
So we're
100
gonna
for
take a little
100.
shot.
100 for 100.
Yes,
100 for
sir.
100.
Salud.
Yeah, salud.
100 now for 100 more.
Now, if you guys have been following the podcast, we do this in the morning.
Yeah. So,
We're taking shots at 11 o'clock in the
Well,
morning.
it's 11.
God, we've been early.
It's 10
drinking for
o'clock Eastern.
Like 4 years.
so we're going to talk about a lot of things that have gone on in the Matrix since you haven't seen our beautiful faces last.
But before we get into that, I actually wanted to interview my friend here for a minute. It's the first guest, so I figured we'd do something a little special.
Yes.
And we had a couple of questions prepared for you, man. First of all, you've been an entrepreneur for the better part of a decade, and then right? So you got a lot of experience in this, and you've had two very successful businesses. First one was my second home, Devil's Trumpet Brewing Company. That's where I kind of got my feet rolling with this craft beer thing, and you were one of the teachers. So every time I come in here, I try to teach a little bit, but you were really like the pioneer when it came out of the group that we were living with.
Thank you.
And you came over here. So, man, do you have any just advice for anybody looking to go out on their own, any type of entrepreneurial experiences?
Somebody asked me yesterday if I came from like a background of an entrepreneurial background, and not really. I mean, my dad just worked hard, and I got his work ethic to where if you want to do something, you got to put everything you have into it. So
Yeah.
that's pretty much it. You got to be passionate about it.
Right.
So if you want to, no matter what you do, like this, you and your music and everything, you're passionate about it. So you're always constantly making new beats and everything. And then, you're starting the podcast and everything, and 100 episodes in now.
Yeah.
I mean,
Been a long time coming. We're not the most consistent, but we are out here. we are out here.
We've grown. Like, if you even look at the channel and everything, like the past and where we are, from where we were, from where we are now, and everything. It's been a
Exponential
long
growth
journey.
is all we ever wanted, and we want to thank you guys for sticking around with us.
We're like weeds,
Yeah, you can try to cut us.
but
We're gonna keep coming back. But you also were a musician earlier in your life, and you still have from looking around the tap room, there's a lot of musical. You got guitars on the wall. You're a very musical person. I wanted to ask you, who do you like better, James Brown Band or Earth, Wind, and Fire?
Ooh.
It's got to be the JBs, man.
Now, JB.
Okay.
Yeah, you would not understand. You would be surprised at how many like drum breaks and old samples this guy's put me on. Your music, like literacy, is eclectic as hell. Like you come in here and you don't know what you're gonna listen to when you walk in.
Well,
I like that.
I mean, I hard rock is my favorite, but I appreciate all music styles. So I mean, I like everything. And then I also worked in record stores in high school, and then once I graduated high school and moved to Chicago. So you learn a lot, about everything, especially because I worked in a used store too. So you see all these old records come across, and all you got time to do is just listen to music. So
Right.
Yeah.
Let's piggyback off that. What's your favorite record of all time?
it changes.
What's
That's a shit. That's a shit. I feel like.
What is that based on? What is
That's
the change based
culture.
on?
The mood.
Time of
Depends
day.
on,
How much alcohol?
yeah.
What can you give us right now? Like what you're feeling right now when it comes to your records?
Lately, a lot this week, I've been listening to Black Sabbath Sabotage because it came out Thursday or July 28th, 1974.
Okay.
So I mean, it's so
Okay,
it's just like it comes and goes. Like last week, it was JFA. It's an old band, like punk band that my buddy Todd Novak turned me on to. He actually owns a record company in Chicago, but I don't know. But they're Jodie Foster's Army, JFA. So it's an old school punk. Like we're talking like 81, 83.
I've heard about. Yeah.
That's great.
So-
That's funny.
Okay.
In between your musical journey, when did you make the switch to beer? What was that spark?
I always thought I was going to make it in the band. So so I've always liked craft beer. And then as I got older and the band didn't turn out, I was like, well, I'm 4-letter word that starts with B. Beer, not band. So
I mean, in the same trajectory, right?
Yeah,
they go
yeah.
hand in hand, don't they?
So, but I found in the craft beer industry a lot, I don't want to say failed musicians, but there's a lot of musicians that are brewers.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it seems
lot
to
of
go hand in
crossover.
hand.
Yeah.
I mean, art is art. So it
Yeah.
no matter what you do, you're painting or you're creating a beer or you're writing music or, you're doing a podcast. I mean, art is art. So.
Yeah.
Right, and you're part of it. Like, I heard something that everybody likes to feel important somehow in doing the things that they like. So, it's a common theme I keep running into.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice.
Yeah, and it wasn't until the first time I helped you brew that I realized how brewing is really an art. Like there's a lot of it's science and art put together. Like you're building something. It was really quite interesting seeing you develop a different recipes and the way that is artful.
Well, and the thing too is you don't know how it's going to turn out.
Exactly.
I mean, you get like you can taste it or smell it. Whoops, sorry.
It'll
In
happen
your
to
head,
everybody.
Yeah.
and you write it down on paper, and then until you brew it, you don't know what's going to happen. But I mean, the more experience you get in, you kind of have an understanding of where you're going to be.
Yeah.
when
Like it becomes
finishes.
like a second nature. And
Yeah.
like where you're.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was one of your I don't want to say a fuck up or a failure, but even like me, when I make something, I might make something and it sounds good, and then when you come back, there's something that's like off. And was there any time where, especially starting out, where you made something and you're like, this is great, and you came back to it and you're like, what the fuck?
No, not really.
That's a good thing.
That's good.
Shout out to that.
There are no
I
lessons
did one of
from
those
failure.
last night.
Yo, every
I
other
got
day.
drunk last night. I can walk up this morning. I was like, what the fuck did I do?
Ooh, no, man.
Every other day.
Yeah.
I think I'd be jamming sometimes, and then I come back to the desk. I'm like, "What the fuck is that?" Damn,
That's
yo.
great, though.
Now, music is different, though, because
yeah,
I do
yeah,
the
yeah.
same thing. I'll write a riff, and I'll record it, and then I'll go back and listen to it. I'm like, how did I think that was cool? I mean, it doesn't sound. That sounds like.
It's a gateway to your current
How high
mindset at
was
the time,
I
man.
when I recorded? That, man?
Right. Like, I got to stop drinking before I draw. You know what I mean? I got to really figure my shit out.
All right. Well, you are here on the Thirsty Nerds podcast. What did you grow up as? You know, when you were younger, when little nerd Chris over here.
I was
What were your
always into like medieval times, like knights and dragons. So I got into Dungeons and Dragons early on.
Will I be seeing you at the Renaissance Fair this year?
Actually,
I would love to go there. It was actually called King Richard's Fair when we used to go there.
Really?
So my dad would give us the option of either going to Great America or King Richard's Fair, and we always chose King Richard's
fuck
Fair.
it.
We got the wooden sword, the
they don't let you
mud
drink-
divers, and
They don't
everything.
sell beer like they used to back then. They don't.
No, they don't.
They don't.
But so I would like to go up there, man.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Got you, bro.
All right.
we might actually have to plan this out, man.
Exactly, yeah.
Field trip.
Okay.
Sounds great. So growing up, what have you seen are the differences in like nerd culture? And I don't know if it was what's it called nerd culture back then.
No,
Like,
it wasn't. You were just like you didn't.
Hung up from a bathroom stall.
I mean,
Getting swirled, yeah.
you could kind of tell, like people who played D&D or whatever, but it wasn't. You didn't really promote it, I guess.
Okay.
Whereas now, I think the biggest change is it's in the forefront of pop culture.
Yeah.
Yes.
If that makes sense, like with the comic book conventions and like Wizard World, C2E2, and all that.
9 times out of 10, when somebody calls himself a nerd nowadays, it's just I can't stand them. It's just like they're not true
You know,
nerds.
that's just you being an old man on a pedestal.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
The old way. You don't know the old way.
You know what
Don't
comes
trip
with
on your way
age,
down.
You know, with age, knowledge comes as well. You know, and yes, you know, to be the old man is something you think you're used
Listen,
to.
I'm gonna keep it 100 right now. I
100
am-
for 100.
I am jealous that y'all getting laid fucking quoting Naruto show. I was getting punched. Fuck y'all.
Yeah, we were.
Banging the girl while you got the fucking figurines in the background and everything. It's a
Yeah.
crazy feeling.
I couldn't imagine that.
I can't imagine fucking a girl next to a fucking body
Yep,
pillow.
back to the
can't.
volleyball, exactly.
I can't. Now-
and you'd be like, kiss the polybell. Kiss it.
Right, it's that little spice of neurodivergence that's really
What the?
turning the game around for everybody.
Hey, it's working. It's
working.
It's evolution
For
you know?
sure.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
they're more in tune with their feelings.
You
Looking
got
at
to look at the Roy Mustang body pillow, bro. You got to make eye contact with it.
got to.
So today I did bring a beer that I found in at the liquor store that I would stop by my job. So we're drinking Sister Lakes Brewing Company, King of the Raft. It's a juicy Indian Pale Ale. It's 5.6% alcohol. I actually like it. I'm not a hazy guy.
Very juicy.
I am not a hazy guy at all. But
I'm enjoying
this
the
is-
king themed beers and alcohol.
that's right.
Oh,
Yeah.
It is actually. It's a pretty good.
Yeah.
I never heard of them.
I come across their stuff every once in a while in Michigan,
I am.
but I think they're like from like up north Michigan. If I'm not.
Michigan,
Yeah, I'm not sure where.
the Great White North. Michigan.
Why is it the
Oh my
Great
God.
White?
Hold on, let's pass it on to
it
the.
gets wider as you get forward,
Hey,
yeah.
Mr. Mitten,
I am the
Michigan man.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is this town?
Where's the?
Dowajik? If anybody can pronounce this,
It's on the back.
Oh shit.
D-O something.
Dawajik.
I don't fucking.
it's somewhere out there.
It's somewhere probably up in the tip of the mitten. Like here's the mitten. It's probably like up in this area and everything near Mackinac and everything near the UP.
So is it in the middle finger, ring
Why
finger?
here?
Where we
Yeah,
at?
it's
What
like
finger?
closer to like probably middle finger.
The middle finger.
Yeah, the tippity tip.
The one that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, gotcha.
But it's really good.
It's very
piney, juicy. It's not super like. I always hate hazy. I don't hate, but I don't like hazies that have that fucking super hot burn that just feels like you're drinking battery acid.
Oh,
Yeah. I get you.
I just Googled the address.
Did you?
It's only 61 miles from here.
Oh, never mind.
shit.
Y'all,
Okay, I was
y'all right down
wrong.
the street.
Yeah.
It's wrong. I was wrong. Sorry.
It's by Niles.
Okay.
It's that close?
Wow.
Yeah.
Fuck. Never mind. It's okay. Here
We
it
might
is.
have to
We're-
go pay them a visit. One
There,
of these days.
it's right by. Like no, here's the. This is the. It's just right here.
Do they know what you're talking
right-
about when you hold
No.
it?
Nobody
Michigan
knows.
people understand. That's okay.
Okay,
I
all
hope
right.
they. All right, it's like
Sure.
right here
by your
that.
knuckle.
Yeah,
Knuckle bone.
no,
All right.
like below the
At all.
pinky. Like,
Okay.
There you go.
All right. That was.
You wish you could do that, all right? You wish
do.
you had a map on your hand.
I do, but I don't.
He just fucking Moana does. All right.
Exactly. Where is it? There it is.
I'm taking this hat off. It's choking me.
No.
Are we ready to get into some topics, you guys?
Yeah, sure. But before we do that, we also have one more thing.
What we got?
Quick
got
commercial break.
My brother Chris over here put me on to a liquor that is Chicago native,
Stop.
Chicago born.
I thought we were gonna wait till the end.
We ain't waiting for shit, baby. We got a whole bottle to go through.
Yeah.
Do you want a fresh taste?
That's right. This is probably the best.
Prohibition. This is the shit they brewed in the bathtub.
This is probably like the best palate cleanser I've ever had. Like no shitting.
Oh, it's the pickled vinegar of the liquor world.
We have Chicago's very own Malort.
Liquid pain.
Yes, sir.
The Maverick itself.
You guys
the
notice
Mega
the
Man
shirt?
boss.
And I'm wearing too.
You see the shirt?
Just for you guys.
See the shirt?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
Nice.
Lord.
Salute.
Salute. We're on an island over here. We can't do it. Let's
Salute. There you go.
My Bridge Islands.
There you go.
poison.
Clink.
The nectar of the gods.
I've had nothing to eat, so this will probably go right to my system and
Go right with
make this podcast
right next
very
to the
interesting.
captain. You know.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm having like soul convulsions.
Good old Malort. You know, after my first sumo tournament down in Texas, I got to taste Malort. And,
They had it down there? That's
No,
kinda-
somebody. This guy
Someone brought it?
My guy Jake. From,
Shout out to Jake.
from Grand Rapids.
State
Farm.
Fuck you, Jake.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Jake.
Jake brought it down, and I ended up taking one shot, and then I took a shot for somebody else that didn't want to finish theirs, and then I had one more just to make sure that it was, am I tasting what I'm tasting?
Wait, is this really what it was?
This is really what it was.
Nothing got sprinkled in, you know?
No.
No, it was always
It's
that.
this, and now I know, and because I took those 3 shots, I was ready to take that shot today and act unbothered, even though my insides feel like I have just ingested battery oil.
The more you drink, the more enjoyable it is.
Nah,
That's what they keep telling me.
You know what that shit that Roger Rabbit got put in, that dip. This is what.
Yeah, this is that,
cartoon
yeah.
acid?
Yeah.
The fucking shoes.
Hell yeah. Yeah, this is that dip that they use to like destroy cartoons. Holy fuck.
I will say though, I agree with Chris. The more you drink it, the better, the more enjoyable you get.
I was the same
It's
way.
masochism.
Because I got a bottle for
The Dark Souls
like a
beer.
Christmas
The Dark
one year
Souls.
back in like 2014 or something like that.
Yeah.
And I took a swig of it, and I'm like, this isn't that bad.
Yeah, it's not terrible.
So then I was
It
like,
is.
no, it is bad.
is
But I
bad.
kept going back to it. It's like, you get
Yeah, it's like
an
when you-
accident or a scab or something. You just
Yeah.
keep
It's-
revisiting
Keep
it,
picking
man.
it.
You know, like
Yeah.
when you touch when you're a kid, and you touch the fucking hot stove, you're like, oh, that hurt, but you want to
I'll do it again.
You felt alive.
Wait, maybe it'll be better this time.
Yeah.
Yeah. You felt alive, so you want
It's
to do
stuck
it
in my
again.
taste buds right now.
It makes
I
you
can't-
feel.
I can't shake it. I can't
You're
get it off.
the professional taster. What are the tasting notes of this? Because I always say pine cone sap.
Toenails.
I always say, so it's very bitter, obviously.
Bitter as fuck.
But it's like not the grapefruit, but the rind. But it's like a dirty grapefruit rind, like you know,
Okay,
with
dirty.
a little bit of dirt. You didn't rinse it off,
They throw
little bit.
the little dirt.
and then you chew on it.
I am chewing it right now. I'm in the chewing
They
phase.
go out into the Chicago River.
And that's it.
Just there you go. Put that right in there. Drink. Mix it right in. There you go.
You're right. Yeah, it is prohibition.
It is.
Speaking of prohibition, and writer's strike is still going on.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
We've
definitely.
been covering it for a little bit. There's a
Injustices
couple.
to the palate.
There's a couple of news articles that came out from the writer's strike, and one of them that I found compelling, or super compelling. That's right.
More compelling
Downtown
than that.
Valpo, we out here.
Got him.
Yeah,
Got him.
get that
Got him.
Get him.
So there was an article that came out that said The Rock donated 7-figure to the Writers Guild Association.
Oh,
wow.
7 figures.
Yep.
Wow.
Oh,
That
wow.
guarantees him to keep dropping bomb after bomb after bomb for the next 10 years.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Because you got to put the money where the money belongs.
You got to.
baby.
Exactly.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
sees the future. It's like, okay, we need to something.
That's right.
Put the money.
When
That's-
those delicious pecs cannot grab and put butts in seats, you know, we have a
Yeah,
problem.
I feel
we got a
you.
problem.
Yeah, I feel like it's this excuse to, I've paid my dues and I can keep making stuff like Black Adam. He's like, I'm sorry. This is my penance. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
If I can do this one time, then I can keep doing what I'm doing.
That's right.
I heard some comic writers actually joined on to the strike recently as well.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, I saw that article.
And I was wondering when those lines would intersect, and it seems like they are. This thing is getting pretty serious.
Are comics in danger of the AI takeover? I feel like comics would be the last place because comics is really like grassroots and
Yeah.
I mean maybe
I think every art form is in danger of AI attack.
Oh, listen, hey,
In some way, yeah.
you remember when I brought that up when they started making AI drum machines and everybody was like, yeah, they're making Drake records and they're doing this and that.
Bro, there's a whole genre.
Yeah.
It's called what do they call it? What do your people call it?
Yeah, what do your people call it?
Why are you putting me in?
Because you're the
because
one
you know exactly.
You're
what
the
I'm
reason
talking
why we
about.
know what it
That's
is.
the best part. That's the best part. You
You're
know
the
exactly what I'm
internet
talking
man.
about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Thanks to you. Okay,
every
well,
time about like
I'll lay it out. I'll lay it out to you.
The cops will come for you. Say it.
They're always coming for us.
Are you talking about the whole like the SpongeBob rapping scene
Yeah.
or whatever?
Yeah. you.
No,
I am.
Wait,
it
what
starts with a V.
Oh yeah, the voiceatrons, the voice
Vocaloids.
Vocaloids.
Oh, I don't know.
You
anything
guys
about
started
that.
It started with Vocaloid.
Don't act like you don't. You knew what it was.
Yeah, you know what it was.
Please act like you. Stop
All
acting
right,
like you're
all
away
right, my
from
man.
me.
Okay, look, it started with a character named Hatsune Miku.
Oh my God! See, look at him.
Yeah,
He's
I don't know what
outed
that is.
himself.
Hold on, he actually has a shirt with Hatsune Miku.
I know he does.
I bet he does. I bet he
Probably
does.
do.
I do.
Yeah.
I would put past him.
I do.
Buy me one.
He played himself and now he's
Buy
out
me
there.
one.
Anyway,
Bet.
I wear it. I wear
I'm gonna
it.
buy you the headphones.
yeah, please.
With the ponytails.
With
You think I won't bust that shit out?
I know for a fact you'll wear that. Which is a problem.
Oh, there goes the headphone.
Well,
Oh my God.
while he's readjusting himself, I will take it up with you.
Okay, check it out with me.
Yeah, that SpongeBob rap is in my it's in my shit now. It's coming to my TikTok algorithm.
Yeah.
I heard some Patrick Starr getting down on Keisha Cole's "Love."
I heard Patrick Starr singing national Mexican anthems.
I've seen Plankton sing some other fucking Rise Against or whatever the fuck. Like it's
Jesus.
Fantastic.
yeah, it's great.
Crazy shit.
The other thing that kind of like, so there was another article. Fran Drescher, we talked about it last time. She is the leader of the Resistance.
Yes.
Yeah.
So she's the head of the union in the strike. And I guess her producer for Broadway plays that she's on asked her to walk through the picket line, and she said, "Fuck you, I'm not showing." Something in the lines of like, "I'm not doing it." Like she's so like New York blue collar that she was like, "My mother told me never walk through a fucking picket line."
Oh,
love her.
exactly.
Oh, well, dude, just
That's
listen
how
to
you-
her voice.
Look,
Yeah.
Hey, can I make a confession? Can I make a confession?
confess.
It ain't no confession. I know what you're thinking.
Yeah, I love her voice. I do love it.
Wow.
It's not annoying to me. It's not annoying to me. It can lull me to sleep.
Really? The
so-
nanny?
So you watch
The
Nanny? Yeah.
You think I didn't watch the fucking nanny growing up? That's what she became. The nanny.
Bitch. Like,
I will say it's kind of like Rosie Perez. Like,
Yeah.
like Rosie, like if I met a Rosie Perez at the Pierogi Fest, I'd
Yeah.
hate it, but it's Rosie Perez, so I love it.
like I did you guys speaking of like strikes and everything, like just the combine with the writer strike, did you hear like how the UPS store, I mean the UPS place, like they actually won their like
They always do. They always do. You think
They got-
these
you ain't
UPS
shopping
workers
mail,
don't
baby.
Now let's
Right,
be clear.
exactly.
Let's be clear. What did they win?
they won $50 full time, $49 an hour. Part time gets $22 or $23 an hour, and they get air conditioning because they didn't have that before.
Oh shit! Air conditioning in the van.
In
Yeah.
a UPS store?
Yeah.
Or
the
$5
truck.
billion.
oh, no shit.
Yeah, they didn't have no shit in the trucks. That was
Can you believe they had
What
to
about
fight
the
for
Postal
that?
Service?
What about them?
yeah, fuck them. What are you talking about? That's good.
They're not Amazon. They don't get my shit to me in 2 days.
Oh, you telling me you
Hey,
want good
Amazon
working
uses the
conditions?
Postal Service.
You want good working conditions for the people who bring you your bills?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Hell yeah.
Wait, bills. Hey,
Yeah.
we all get electronic email bills now.
That's
Right,
right.
yeah.
Because you save like you get $5 off or whatever a month.
Fuck them that work for the government.
Exactly. No, they deserve
No, I'm
their
joking,
pie.
I'm joking.
They deserve every
I
slice
say,
of
no,
You're
pie.
right, you're
the U.S.
100%
Postal
right.
Service is not a government. It's
They-
not by the government.
Oh.
They're their own self.
I take that back. I hope you guys get everything you need.
You learned something. Yeah.
Yeah,
There
that's
you
why
go.
they try and make alternatives so that they can.
I mean, don't you remember, like, I don't know, 5 maybe years ago or longer, where they were talking about how they were going to close?
Yeah, I remember the
post
that's
office?
right. You're
yeah,
right.
that was crazy.
Because there was like everybody was getting everything
From Amazon.
Amazon
stuff
or,
like that.
or UPS.
Yeah,
or, any
or
of these other-
FedEx or
yeah.
whatever.
So glad they didn't do that.
That was a psyop. They just wanted more money. That was a psyop.
So I did actually want to ask you, because you, prior to your business endeavors on your own, you were union, weren't you?
Yes.
Yeah. So from a I guess you still kind of a lifer.
Yeah,
It's always life, right?
Yeah,
It's a
yeah. I
life.
mean, my dad's a retired 150 union operator. I was in the sheet metal union for 19 years. So, I mean, unions are good because they fight for their the
people
collective,
in it, right? Yeah.
but
If you
not
got
all
that
unions
union,
are good.
I was gonna say.
I was in a pretty shitty one before.
So I was in a really I was
I'm-
fortunate
I'm-
enough to where like the guys in charge of my union hall, they were actually really good. But now you go to Chicago, it was a different story.
Well, because they were busy putting people in trunks
Yeah.
and dumping them in the fucking.
So I mean,
Yep.
it could be good or it could be bad. It all depends on your representation,
the leadership and the culture, and if they don't have it something locked in,
They don't have their own agenda.
Yeah, they
have the best heart of the workers
if
in
they're,
mind.
If they're not in the pocket of the people that they're supposed to be fighting
Yeah.
against for you, if they're not like, hey, let's make things smoother, it's okay. How about you go and do parties and go use the union budget for other shit
You
like
guys don't want
jackets and shirts and shit. But when you need to make a sticker for striking, use someone else's. I'm sorry, I'm getting too.
I feel like that meme where it's like, you guys had a union. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Amazon. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
What are you talking about? You don't know nothing
Hey,
about that.
we gotta stop saying where this man works. He's gonna get
Yeah,
fucking
what the
taken
hell's
out
going
by
on?
fucking Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, in fact, the fact that I've said the union word more than twice, I feel like something's gonna happen to me. So I'll text you guys when I get home.
Speaking of unionization, WB Animation is unionizing.
That's right.
It's fine, great thing.
Yeah.
Which is it's weird because HBO is like the leading animation shows.
Yeah, they
So the Venture Brothers creator found out that they're getting taken off HBO
It's gone.
or Max
Yeah.
through a tweet.
Yeah, it's
Nice.
gone.
He
Yeah,
found
it's-
out through a tweet that somebody was like, Venture Brothers are leaving X whatever day.
Bro,
And he goes,
this is common.
excuse me?
Right? This is common. Bro, real shit. This is common.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's so like I'm so confused. Like it's the movie's about to come out, right? Like the big there's a Venture Brothers movie coming.
Do you want to see the movie though?
That movie's coming out because they weren't allowed to wrap up what they were doing.
They were allowed. So
They
They
weren't
weren't allowed.
They weren't allowed. But
So
like
the movie.
How much time do you need, really? You have 4 seasons of the show.
It's the fucking
you're
Venture
right.
Brothers. You can literally end it and just everybody looking at the screen and the screen goes black.
but it's just the fact.
If they're building something, let them build it. If it needs to end, though, like Archer, it needs to end.
Shut up. Shush. Hey, I heard
I
that.
told y'all about Archer.
Yeah, Archer-
Season
Archer.
2, I told y'all. Like, yeah,
I like
We're
Archer.
we're 8 seasons deep, my man.
all right. Yeah, exactly. That's the problem. It's too
So
many seasons.
they're unionizing, which is good. I think it's going to only improve the quality of their work. But then Paramount came out and said they're no longer going to do original IPs.
Okay.
Because of that, so they're only going to do remakes.
No, they're only doing no original IPs.
Only remakes.
No more original animated projects.
And you wonder why your streaming service is failing.
Yeah.
Which you really can't say much because Disney Plus is also failing, and all they do is original IPs.
Yeah, but Paramount, they also like teamed up with Showtime now.
Oh, did they? Really?
Yeah, so like if you go to Paramount, like you can't go to Showtime
Showtime's a slut.
on its own. You have to go to Paramount and then you can go to the Showtime.
Showtime linked on everybody. It's a slut.
Yeah,
you go
they
on,
latch
Dude,
on
it
to
doesn't
whoever.
you go on you go on Amazon. It's like, hey, you want Showtime? Go ahead, link. You
Yeah.
go on Hulu. Hey, you want Showtime? Go ahead and buy
link.
Showtime.
Yeah.
They're a streaming service within a streaming service. They got it.
Yeah.
So, but speaking of links, or I don't know. Anyway, Twitter.
Don't get. Hey, listen. What the fuck is going on? Don't give up on the segues, okay?
Yeah.
100%.
Do we got to go through Segway 101?
I think so.
Yeah.
Make a class and I'll come.
No. We had decided a long time the Clarence was going to take over segues, and he just
Look, sometimes I segue and y'all ain't ready for the segue.
Well,
I can't dictate the
give me an eye signal.
Give me something. Me and Heido switch between who's like kind of like guiding the pod.
Yeah.
Every time I try to guide it, the 100. Every time I try to guide it, y'all be like, "No, we ain't done
But
on this
go ahead,
subject."
Chris.
But I
Okay.
got you, man.
Anyway,
I got you.
Twitter is now X because Elon.
No,
said
it's
so.
not. It's not official yet.
No,
It is
ain't.
official. My app literally
my app
just
says
changed.
X.
Let me see it.
It is X. You see the shit?
I'm still the bird.
Look at that shit.
I'm still the bird.
Right here.
Yeah,
I
was freaked out too.
I can't open it right now because it might be porn, but I'm still the bird.
Twitter is now X. So
I don't even have that app.
as soon as
Good man.
Good.
man.
Hey,
Stay away.
give me
please.
some of that.
Stay woke. Stay woke, all right?
Yeah.
So every time I open it up now, I just scream, X gon' give it to you. X gon' give it to you.
Are we sending X's now, or how's that work?
We're zeeting.
Yeah, it's like some sort of Z.
No, you're talking about your exes.
Yeah. I talk about my X's a lot.
X
yo.
video.
Twitter has been like Elon. People have been telling apparently this change, losing like after he decided to change over from an app from the name Twitter, even though that's literally in the zeitgeist. Like everyone knows Twitter, right?
Yeah.
That's losing him like over like $4 or $5 billion and everything for the fact that he did that over time. Because go ahead.
Go ahead. Finish.
No, because like everyone, even test groups have told Elon that when people think of X, people think of porn. That's the only thing. Granted, Twitter.
That makes
Been on
sense.
Twitter?
It makes sense.
I think I'm getting more.
I like.
What do you think I use Twitter for?
Exactly. I was gonna say, like, don't get me wrong. Twitter is full of it, but like Elon doesn't. Elon's trying to promote his his incel.
He's insane.
Racist /
Those pogs aren't
insane.
gonna wash
Yeah,
themselves.
like-
X marks the spot for racism, comedy. Listen. So what I was going to say is, I don't like the X personally,
No one-
but I am all for somebody just going out there and just fuck it.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna walk naked down the street. Fuck it.
Apparently, and also like the law.
That's already happening, by the way.
Multiple times.
Fucking lawyers and everything are saying that, like, or copyright lawyers and everything saying that he's most likely going to get sued for this. 'Cause
Oh, absolutely.
numerous amount of already companies that already copyrighted this.
like
you can't copyright
the first one, X videos.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
What are you gonna call your video uploads?
Yeah.
And either way, at the end of the day, if you own something like Twitter, you can't buy that type of advertisement. People
Absolutely.
say it's tweeted information. You just let go of that by naming it X.
But here's the thing, though.
Nope.
He's probably just news cycles, and it is going to go right back to Twitter. Like this is actually, if you have like 7 different like third eyes, which is like
I'm getting a couple.
This is fucking like feint. This is going back to Dune. This is a feint upon a feint upon a feint upon a feint. Like my man is crossing
The
people
Atreides.
over
Yeah.
everywhere.
You think it's his response to Threads? To like all the publicity they got over the last couple weeks or whatever,
he was
to where it changes to X and then put your focus back on
Yeah,
me
change the
and then
narrative.
change it back to Twitter.
Yeah.
He was
Absolutely.
hella mad.
Absolutely.
He also threatened that he was going to sue them and everything somehow, even though there's like 5 other apps that do the exact same thing that Twitter does. It's just the fact that Facebook, has the the power.
Announced it.
Facebook has the worst video service.
Can I raise my hand?
Yes.
Can I ask? Okay, so there are a long line of people who would say that Twitter was like the black hole of our existence, where negative thoughts would pour in. And
It's getting bigger.
And it would produce like more negative thoughts.
Yeah.
And this guy's like coming in and fucking around with it. I'm not a big fan of him anyway, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know, is this bad or is it good? Because it's like people hate Twitter, in my opinion. It's like the cesspool, but now he's like changing the name and making it lesser. So does that make him bad or is he a good guy?
Hold on.
It depends on where this goes. Go ahead, Clarence.
It's like a big game safari. Okay.
Okay.
You got to look at it from the outside in.
Okay.
Okay.
You look at it by who is affected by this.
Nobody.
Why, exactly. Nobody important. Why are they affected by this? And what does the muskrat gain? The muskrat.
attention and yeah, that's pretty much
So
it.
here's the thing: he's probably losing shares.
Oh, yeah,
And
for sure.
He's been losing shares.
But now he's got a reason to go negative and undersell.
Yeah.
So now he can cash out on all the money he lost from buying.
I see.
Okay.
He's not going to recoup
Short
that
it.
money.
I mean, why
Like,
wouldn't you short this?
I don't like as much as smart as a plan that may seem. Honestly, sadly, from what I've seen of Elon and everything, like I don't think he's thinking that far ahead. I get like you may think so, but I feel like after all the stupid ass decisions, his 420s and 69s and shit that he constantly does, I don't think he's not as smart as we think we want him to be.
Here's the thing: everybody says that, but you don't become a billionaire by being an idiot.
He was
that is
already
true.
You become a billionaire by being born in the money.
Exactly.
Yeah, he was
All right,
born, he
so-
was born
already
in it.
rich.
Yes, but so was Donald Trump. And Donald Trump is not a billionaire.
So Succession.
John's not.
So
Succession only takes you so far.
Succession captures this perfectly. Yes, it only takes you so far, but it captures this concept perfectly.
Yeah.
It's like it doesn't matter what they do. The money is just going to move when they make decisions.
Yeah.
Because that's just how it seems to go. And whether he may not be the smartest person, which I'm with you. I don't think he's like one of the
No,
smartest
no,
people in
no.
the world.
He's
But the
definitely not.
money, but like his name is attached to this money train, and it moves no matter what he does.
Look-
And I think the money is going to protect itself no matter what. So it's like whether it's bad press or good press, I think he is getting what he wants from
Yeah.
Look,
I don't
you
think
know,
he's-
you know where the money's not
Oh,
Help me.
in AMC's pockets right now, because they keep fucking with us.
nice.
As a stockholder, I agree.
So not only did they try to pose the idea that you want to pay money for a better seat at the theaters, fuck you.
They're crazy, by the way. That was crazy.
They dropped that.
Yeah, it was like, oh, we
Yes,
can't.
they should have.
That was dumb.
And then they did this kind of the first smart thing they did, since we saved your life. They did the first smart thing.
We shouldn't
They
have
said,
done it.
Nobody wants to sit in the nosebleed section. And the movie theater nosebleed is at the bottom, not at the top.
Yes.
Exact tops are actually pretty good seats.
So now they're trying to release the universal pledge to make the bottom seats kind of like beds or like elongated couches, so everybody can lay down and look up.
So they're just taking Imagine's
Yeah, exactly.
game plan.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
But
go to the Portage Theater,
Yeah.
the IMAX theater, and you can rent like a love seat where you
Yeah.
can lay down and.
Like those-
I want to know how many people have fucked.
That's not- that's not-
You're looking
that's
at
not the only thing. That's the only reason why you will buy that shit, because like you're not watching the fucking movie.
Nah.
You're there to
No, don't think of it like that. This
What?
is a real time reaction of a company going, shit, people sit at these bottom seats and they want comfort.
Yeah, what is that?
And if we make it comfortable, they'll go down there and watch it too.
And we'll bring you booze.
That's what I'm saying.
I will
We
never
will wait
get.
on
Is this 10,000 IQ plays? No.
No.
This is lukewarm plays. And we were settling for garbage for how many years?
You were settling for.
I will never.
You're right.
Habibi, you're right.
I will never forget when we went to go see Endgame, and we were literally in the front row or like a second row.
Dude, I saw.
Dude, I could feel that
I
in my
saw
bottom of my
Avatar
neck
1.
for a year.
I saw Avatar 1 on IMAX in the front row, bottom left corner. My neck has never been the same. My neck has never been the same.
Only thing that's missing is this.
I saw.
The
I think
only good scene was the bottom, like it's not
the bottom.
upskirt, but that bottom shot of Zoe Saldana running. And I was like, this is worth it.
I
This is
saw.
worth it.
Come
I
on.
think I saw Inception in the front row at the
Oh my
IMAX
God.
theater, and man, let me tell you, what an
I
experience!
saw Star Wars.
Which Star Wars?
Which
any of them.
what was the first one called? The Force Awakens. The Force Awakens. I saw Force Awakens like that, and I saw Rise of Skywalker like
What
that.
a time! You
You wonder why you hate those movies.
I know, right?
You wonder why.
It's probably your bag. That's probably what you
Your
hated,
bag.
not the films.
Downward Facing Dog never felt so good after a movie.
So, how is AMC remedying this bleeding? Other than taking away the tier services, because they should have known from the fucking get go that was
Yeah, they shouldn't have done that anyway. Like that was crazy.
I know they're like,
panicking. They're trying to tell like their shareholders not like to bail out or anything.
well, you got till Monday when the market opens.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Like look.
Hey, speaking of which, guys, I want to talk about these aliens, yo. You
Yeah,
guys have been
true.
hearing
Oh my God.
alien news.
geez.
Like, what's going on?
I've never.
with that?
I am a full-blown conspiracy theorist.
As
I-
I've learned.
Yeah, he is.
I have never believed in aliens less than when the government came out and said that.
I promise you. The reverse reaction.
Like you know when you spend like maybe 15, 20 minutes telling somebody something and just they ignore you and you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah. My man said, I heard from a friend of a friend of a friend that we have vehicles.
It feels like
and
the meme.
non-human organisms.
Did you recover them from the vehicles?
Maybe. I wasn't there. They exist.
Yeah, didn't they have some kind of like hearing where they were?
Yeah.
They had a hearing
Yeah, it
with I forgot his name, but I know he was a
defense-
defense.
head
He
of
was
defense.
he was head of defense a couple years ago and everything, and I'm not sure if this was if this was scheduled and we forgot or anything, but they finally brought him up.
They were the worst questions. They were like, so have you seen them? Well,
Maybe.
people have seen them.
Look, he kept I like how he kept saying well, I can't. I have to be very careful what I say because
I will say it is a public hearing, so he cannot disclose.
No.
There's nothing that hasn't been declassified. He cannot disclose
anything.
So I agree with that.
Yeah, anything he did say anything I can disclose to you, but it has to be in a private in a skit,
in a private setting.
And
Correct.
In the long run,
Which is more than Trump did when he left and took everything fucking.
Oh, he didn't do shit.
Look, in the long run, let's be real. We have a whole world of people who don't give a shit what you tell us. We know them aliens is out there. If they not out there, who cares? Because we ready to fuck either way. So, aliens, when you ready, we ready.
I know, from what
Clarence wants all your tentacles.
I'm actually pretty sure.
Have you seen a movie? They're gonna annihilate us.
Exactly.
They're gonna fuck us up.
I did like the fact that they did say during the hearing and everything, we have nothing that could fight them at all.
Nothing.
They're them crashing. At first, I thought maybe we've been shooting them out of the sky or whatever.
shit.
But they've actually somehow, I don't know how, but they've been crashing. We've been getting their shit.
I mean,
but besides
here's the
that,
thing.
Everyone flies drunk.
exactly. No, yeah, exactly. No matter what
They're feeding
galaxy.
us technology slowly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Independence Day 2 was right. Oh shit.
Welcome to Earth.
Yeah. Listen, I'm pretty sure I fucked an alien before. I'm
Wait,
pretty
what
sure.
the fuck?
Hey, people strange, man. People strange.
Yeah.
Neurodivergent sounds alien to me.
Yeah. It's not from Earth. These motherfuckers are. They're weird. They're out there.
Yeah.
You know what's weird and out there, man?
Oh,
Is Luke Cage coming back?
No. Okay. So he's they've given him the ultimate cush job.
I am the mayor of New York.
I really did want to stay on the alien topic a little bit more.
Go ahead.
But I'll
You want to
kick
talk about some scrolls?
this Luke Cage thing. You know what?
Oh my God.
You want to talk about some aliens? You want to talk about some scrolls?
Did anybody catch
No.
all of it?
I did. Yeah, I did.
You saw
did?
all of Secret Invasion?
Hold on. What'd you think about it?
Yeah, let me
real.
get your opinion.
For real.
It was okay.
Uh-oh.
You liked it?
Yeah.
It's okay to like it.
Well, it was okay. I mean, it just Samuel Jackson's making money, man.
I'm
Yeah.
making money.
Any project with him in it is a W, though.
Yeah,
It really
yeah.
is.
Because you just want to watch him, and hear his
Yeah.
voice.
Yeah, see him react to stuff.
Yeah.
I felt like I don't know. I keep getting this. It's like I thought it was okay, and it's okay with narrowing down the scope. It doesn't have to be as big. It doesn't have to have all the superheroes. But I do feel like they could have tried a little bit harder to make it
At all?
Yeah, at all. Period.
Yeah.
Because you saw the season finale, right?
I've heard.
It was
Our stories. It was bad.
crazy.
It's literally-
That final shit was crazy.
I saw the ratings of the 6th episode.
Oh.
It's so
Okay.
bad.
I want to do
It
something.
got Caesar. They got stabbed in the back, bro.
Yo, I mean, this man, I'll say this. This man was here to open the door for us for what was and is a larger universe. He was the first person to say it's bigger than, you see this guy in this suit over here who fought this other guy in the big suit? Mm-hmm. It's more than that. It's way bigger than that.
Make me care about the guy in the suit, though. What's his name?
And then they do this with the series.
What they do? Spoiler alert.
Yeah, I haven't watched it. I fell asleep through the first episode.
That's 5 hours. I don't want to give them.
Okay, so they do what they always do. They take a concept and then they pour water all over it because they don't have all the properties lined up.
All right,
so they
come
just
out.
have to do
Yawn, boring, nerd infested. Chris, what happened in the last few episodes?
Damn, dude.
What the fuck?
Okay,
No, because we're tainted. We're tainted by what we want from Secret Invasion.
I don't want anything from it. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
You just said watered down, though.
Okay, but like you can accept that it is watered down. I don't need the superheroes in it.
Well, I don't know. I don't know where
off
it's going.
Like I'm trying to tell you that as a fan, unlike yourself, that doesn't need everything to be perfect.
Not a fan.
Yeah, it has to feel
Fake fan.
Doesn't feel
Faker.
good, does it? No, but I don't need it to be the perfect. I don't need it to be. I didn't say fake.
fake hedgehog around here.
I didn't say fake. I just mean like it's.
Make you eat those words.
The world has bigger expectations. Well, the bigger fandom has expectations for it to be exactly what was in the book. I don't have.
Right.
Yeah, see, I feel like it didn't need to be made.
It didn't
Because
need
it
to be
didn't
made.
do anything. It didn't explain anything. It didn't go anywhere.
Right there.
That
right
was
there.
it. He showed up, and then he left.
Yeah,
That was it.
They teased a whole bunch of concepts that they could have gone into, but they didn't.
It's almost like they were fishing.
Sam?
Like, hey, watch this episode, but where should we take the next one?
Yeah, and you know
But I know they don't make episodes on order.
exactly.
But I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's what it felt like.
And you know what else? The biggest part to me was like they had Homegirl from Game of Thrones just walking around looking cool.
Amelia
scary.
Clark?
She's a badass.
Yeah,
I
but
love her so much. She can do it. She can do no wrong.
oh man,
Why- okay, I saw an article talking about like what will Amelia Clark do from the failure of Star Wars and from the Marvel and Game of Thrones. Oh my God, where's Amelia Clark gonna go now? She's a
Failure
curse.
of Game
Summer
of
Glau
Thrones?
wakes up.
She's a scroll.
Like
Yeah.
no one has forgiven season 8.
It's one season, you
even now.
fucking nerds.
right?
Yeah. I'm honestly they keep like
I didn't read the book, so I don't really care. I didn't really have any
the
expectations.
books are great.
The books are fucking fantastic.
They're
I'll say
amazing.
that, but
We'll be waiting till
Still.
I'll be dead before winter. Winds of Winter.
100%.
But, yeah.
100%.
But don't fret. The only reason I did that because I wanted to make sure that your opinion matched up with the general public's opinion.
Never.
And how a lot of Secret Invasion wasn't that hot. It wasn't that hot.
It wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't that hot.
But
It wasn't.
It should have been. I feel like that's what I thought. I thought it was going to be a TV, like a movie, like just an hour and a half, tight story movie, and then we can move on. But I didn't know it was going to be a 6-episode series, and it shouldn't have.
Dude, we were so ready since they showed Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
We were like, oh, can you imagine Secret Invasion? Oh, can you imagine?
We
Can you
could,
imagine?
yeah.
Yep, and they killed my dream.
We
Here
didn't
we
have
are.
that. They killed
Still better than any DC movie, though.
for sure.
I mean, the
Sadly.
Yeah. Sadly.
Only in concept, never in execution. That's just the sad part.
Just
Speaking of execution, let's go back to the Luke Cage. So is it
He's
an
the mayor
actual book
of
coming?
New
He's
York.
getting his own comic, right?
Supposedly
mayor?
yes. When I don't know, but he is getting his own.
is he like
comic.
holding a hammer or something?
No.
What?
Mayor
No,
Cage?
no,
He's not.
a
He's
mayor.
not John Henry. He's just
Are you
Luke
sure?
Cage. I mean, they might. You never know. These people at the helm. They might. You know.
I'm gonna bring the hammer
We
down.
just learned one thing, and we learned it from Miles Morales.
What's that?
What?
No one else is really allowed to write Luke Cage. We don't need him being chained up when he loses his mayor position.
I mean, I don't know where they're gonna go with the character. I don't really know what you can do as the mayor of New York. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the same shit where it's like I gotta go out and punch people. In the
I was gonna say
What
like
if Kingpin was good?
yeah, sure.
I don't understand like that's why I'm like he's the mayor of New York and everything. I don't think I don't
Diddy.
like that was not a position for him to have like this like clear like action like comic and
Yeah.
everything because you saw him and I'm like why is he out
Because
about?
when they did it in Devil's Reign,
Yeah, that Devil's Reign. Yeah.
I didn't really. It felt like they were boxing him up and setting him to the side, so they can go like, we don't have to deal with him anymore.
It's time to bench him. It's time to bench Luke Cage. He's over
No,
here.
I'm actually excited to see what he's going to do as mayor in New York. So
I hope.
Yeah, I can only.
I think
hope.
it's a good position the way that it was like handed off to him in Devil's Reign. think that they have a good open lane to have them deal with the systematic problems of New York in a crime-ridden, superhero-infested era.
We'll see.
Yeah, by punching.
But yeah,
We'll
like
see.
I said,
We'll
we'll
see.
see.
We'll see.
Listen, they can go anywhere from here. But the problem is that like when you have something so open, usually they go with something like expected and
As long as he doesn't get the Black Panther treatment, we'll be all right.
yeah, no.
Speaking of,
Look, you guys are not ready for the unexpected.
Poor to
Okay?
Yeah.
You're not.
speaking of, we'll see. The Borderlands movie got announced, and apparently it's been in production for thousands of years.
Yeah, we've talked about this. Like we brought it up once, and then we forgot about it because there was no other thing. And then
They forget about
Didn't
it.
early castings have like Kevin Hart or The Rock in it?
Yeah, they did.
And then the Rock got out of
Yeah,
it.
Kevin Hart was supposed to be the command. No, Roland. He's supposed to be Roland.
Yes.
Which one?
Here is
soldier.
the cast
The only black
list
guy.
is
The only.
Just wanted to be sure.
we have Kevin Hart, Kate Blanchett,
Yeah.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Cool.
We have Ariana Greenblatt, Jack Black,
Yeah.
and Florian Montu. I don't know any of them, but Jamie Lee Curtis is like an
Is she supposed to be-
executive
is she
producer or some shit in
Executive
there.
producer. I thought she was going to be Tannis or something.
She's also in the movie.
So she's got to be Tannis. Okay.
These sound like a bunch of people.
I don't care who she is because
And Jack Black's got to be Claptrap.
Yeah.
yeah,
Does he?
yeah, no, he's 100% black.
He better be.
Claptrap. Because Claptrap wished him a happy birthday on Twitter.
Yeah.
Nice.
From what I've heard, I'm not sure, is that this movie so far has been in production. It hasn't been good. Hell, yeah. It's been ridiculous.
Yeah,
Like,
it got done filming in 2021. And it's not out. Shit's gonna suck.
Yeah. No, it was supposed to be out last year, if anything.
It might be better than The Flash, but we don't know.
anything.
That's not hard to do.
That's on the ground.
Anything's
is.
better than the Flash.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
You know what is also better than The Flash?
What?
A new possible IP for anybody out here for Sci-Fi Channel. There was a article that my wife sent me about cocaine sharks.
Cocaine
So
shark.
apparently sharks are now going around, and anytime like a shipment is dumped in the Gulf of Mexico, sharks go crazy over it. Now, there is no significant threat to humans, apparently,
yet.
according to the scientists in charge of the investigation. Whose
On
name
X.
is Tom the Blowfish Heard. His fucking name is the Blowfish.
That's odd.
Look,
The blow.
you give anything enough cocaine, especially a shark,
It'll die.
Something's going to look good.
No, it'll die.
It's
that
like
didn't look good 10 minutes ago.
it's like a wormhole. It's like I'm sorry. It's like a wormhole open somewhere, and now the two worlds, the Matrix and our world, are starting to like gain
God.
the properties of each other.
Cocaine
If-
bear
if I-
versus cocaine shark.
Exactly. It's starting to be one of the same.
I swear to God, if I
I
hear
want that
the
movie.
Matrix one more time, I'm going to blow the gas. Like, okay,
We are.
But anyway, like, I mean, one, it's fun to think about. It's really fun.
Is it?
But guys,
I'm scared.
anything that ingests cocaine, especially blocks of it, is going to die.
Yeah,
Or
but also-
wet.
So to have a heart
Wet
attack.
powder.
Only the
You know what
weak
I'm saying?
will
It's like,
die.
come on, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't know how my
You're gonna find a lot of
system works.
sharks floating on top of the water.
Yeah, but it's fun to think about. I mean, granted, we already got the crazy orcas, fucking up boats and shit. So why not crazy ass sharks?
Imagine an orca on cocaine.
Yeah, oh,
It'll grow legs again
and this, we
for the third time.
We talked about this when we talked about Cocaine Bear, even though we didn't give it a review. We just kind of talked about it. The Cocaine
even
Verse.
watch it.
Cocaine verse.
The Cocaine Verse is a thing. It's going to happen, especially the fact that we are not getting any new movies anytime soon. Okay, so expect more cocaine nonsense.
I can't
especially
wait.
shark. Yeah, especially I can't wait for cocaine sharks.
I'm gonna just actually start putting the camera on some of y'all out here. I would just be like, oh shit, look at them, look what they're doing, like
Them jaws are fucking clicking and clacking.
right. That's the fucking entertainment for me.
You trying to go to Walmart? That's what you're trying to do? And videotape some people?
That's where the best crops of special people are.
That's exactly the place you need holy water at, man. Some of those people
Yeah.
are completely
Hinged.
ungovernable.
Unhinged.
I mean, they're all on meth. Unfortunately, not cocaine. I mean, I just saw like a little a meme talking about everyone's on weed's legal, everyone else, but we're not us. We got meth though.
Yeah.
You know? Indiana got meth.
Indiana is the capital of methamphetamine.
It's the meth capital.
The meth and the devil.
And mint.
God is the one cure.
Mint farms.
Speaking of that,
Yes.
we got our new Exorcist trailer.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
We needed an Exorcist 3.
Guys,
40 years.
Didn't we just see what's his name?
What?
The Gladiator. What's his name?
Russell
Russell
Crowe.
Crowe.
Russell
Yeah,
Crowe?
didn't we just see Russell Crowe exorcise a demon?
But
Yeah.
The
Did you?
Pope's exorcist?
he's not in this movie.
Did I see that? Absolutely not.
Will this be the fourth? Because it wasn't.
No, because there's Exorcist 1, there's Exorcist 2, where she's like on top of a skyscraper.
But then they made.
They also made that prequel.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking
The
about.
Exorcist or something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the Exorcist Rebirth
right.
or whatever the
Yeah.
fuck.
Okay, so you know how they're weird.
But-
they're like, that doesn't count.
Right, that's before. So
Either
it's
way,
5.
guys, I'm gonna let you know. Like, from what I've heard about the trailer, before we talk about the trailer, they are full blown like ready to go balls to the walls with this movie. They're trying to do a trilogy. They've already started filming.
It is a trilogy.
No. This is the trilogy because they're already started the second one, and they're already going to start to do the third one. They're working on the third.
I saw. You want to? We can start with this. So I saw. I need a palate cleanser to talk about fucking Exorcist.
Dude, that Malort's still in the back of my throat, bro.
Well, pause.
listen.
Yo.
So
What do you mean
listen,
pause? It's Malort. It's got me.
Here's the thing, though. So I was full into the movie. The theme song started playing. The girls, by the way, the two young women that are playing the lead possessed roles, I feel like are knocking it out of the park. Like everything I saw from them,
They're
was
amazing. Yeah,
fucking wonderful.
They are amazing.
But then you decide that we can't go to the Catholic Church because we can't bring God into the movie theaters in 2023.
No.
I'm not religious myself. I don't give a shit. But they decide that instead of going to a priest, we're going to go to Homegirl's mom from 25 years ago.
Miss
and
Cleo.
we're going to ask her how to do this because we're concerned. And her answer was wild to me. Her answer said, every religion has an exorcism rite.
Everyone.
We're going to need all of them.
Every single one to make a perfect key.
She turned to Van Helsing real quick.
And I have to say, like, look. Like, I have to say though, like, when looking, like, I agree with you. Those two girls, they look the way. This is the little clips that we got from them. They look amazing.
Yeah.
And their acting is amazing. Look like they're gonna knock it out of the park. But from that trailer, I already got Halloween vibes.
100%.
Which Halloween?
They all. I mean, any trailer from the Halloween.
Rob Zombie.
Oh no!
Like I heard, like you remember watching those Halloween, the newest Halloween trailers? They'll do the dun, 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 like throughout the trailer and shit. Like, okay, it just it feels like it could. I know they're like adding 2, so why not? But like it feels like it could be a little bit. Oh, thank you.
Zephyr. Yeah, there we go.
I'm not, unless there's a second trailer that's gonna make me come on board. Like it's just
Get on board. We're
Yeah.
not going to pamper you. This
Or
is what the
else.
Matrix is serving you.
Oh my god! If I hear that, would you
It is what it is. What else can you call it?
look.
Yeah, I'm not excited for this
Me
movie.
either.
Look,
that's the
look,
problem,
look.
and that's the problem. Like, the kudos to the girls who are doing it. They're going to do amazing. But like, do I care? No.
I mean, there are certainly people who are going to see the movie.
Yeah.
Because as America knows, there's a couple of things that we like. We like murder. We like the devil.
There are Christians who are fucking masochists. They're like, I hate the devil, but God, I want to watch a devil.
God.
I want to watch someone possessed by a demon.
Yeah.
So
They're like, oh
here's
my
the thing.
God.
Shutter. Just get ready to watch it on Shutter, man. You know it's gonna be there in a month.
Yeah,
true,
100%.
true.
So here's the thing. I remember my parents telling me about how when The Exorcist
that's
1
good.
came out in their hometown in Mexico, because I grew up in Mexico, so Mexico, Italy, and Ireland are the fucking the trifecta of Catholicism.
Yeah.
Okay.
I heard horror stories of people being carried out of the movie theater when
Yep.
that movie came out. Like people
Fainting.
were fainting, running out, screaming, going straight to church, pissing themselves.
I'm not. Oh, sorry.
Now it's a comedy show.
How was that? You were there.
Yeah, you were there.
Oh, yeah, I was. I'm not that old.
No, goddamn, Clarence, what the fuck? No, I
Did you get carried out of the movie theater?
No.
No, when
My mom was there.
when I finally,
Same thing.
when I was a kid, before, like, I hate the fact that, like, my father, before I saw the actual first one, my father desensitized me completely when I was like around like 8 or 7 with everything, with like Chucky, fucking Jason, fucking
Big back behinds 4.
yeah, like. So shut up. And but so by the time I finally watched The Exorcist and stuff, I was laughing the entire time, being like, I was like 13 or something. I'm like, wait, people, this is scary.
And now you watch hentai. You have no moral compass.
You watch hentai.
I do not.
Yes, you do.
You don't know me,
Don't
sir.
lie
I
to me.
don't watch hentai.
He's seen a few.
I don't watch hentai.
He's seen it. He's lying.
I can be honest with you. I watch a lot of things, but I do not watch hentai.
You never watched any of those 3D animations?
It's
Nope.
okay. It's
the
okay.
closest I've ever
Hey.
seen is
Hey, look,
Ninja
look.
Scroll.
Listen,
That's it.
listen. Look at me. Look at me. We know.
Yeah, I know you. I know y'all know.
He must continue the vessel.
Don't use your help.
He must continue the vessel.
Don't use your
okay.
African voice.
So I look, but then again, like, I hate to. No matter what, this is going to be a hit. People love the devil. People love people possessed by the devil, and they love to try. They love seeing a heroism of trying to exorcise the devil, and while they're just screaming cunts and I'm gonna suck your dick. Blah blah blah.
Whoa. Hey, yo.
That's what they say.
Your mother said dick in hell.
Your mother sucks dicks in hell, and I'll suck yours. Come over here, pretty boy.
Hey, yo.
Holy water. Holy water. Ah. Anyway, zip.
Purify this. Purify this e-girl.
Hopefully, this movie is.
I don't. Hopefully.
okay.
Hopeful.
Hopefully, this movie's okay.
Supposedly, they show a trailer before Oppenheimer.
That's Chris was saying before the pod. That's where it originally aired. Like,
Yeah,
that was
it was okay. Like, they were treating the Exorcist Believer as some sort of like secret and everything. So they were at first, before they even premiered it online, they were showing it through Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did anybody see
I do the
the?
exact same.
Did anybody see them together like the way the Matrix has been suggesting?
no. I haven't seen any of them. Honestly, I haven't seen either of them.
No. I did see Barbie. It was alright.
Was it there, Barbie?
It was okay. I mean, it was literally.
But
like,
was it okay?
okay? It's
Barbie.
Did you hate yourself as a man?
I
as
hate,
a man.
Oh, I hate men after seeing it. I literally hate men. I think we should all be taken to jail.
we should call.
Did it brainwash you?
No, not at all. No, but
He's been brainwashed.
they do. I'm brainwashed, but I know I'm brainwashed. So it's like
not-
smart people know what they are, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. American values.
no, not all that. Hold on, son. I just mean like, okay, I had this thing yesterday. I was trying to talk to somebody, but they weren't trying to hear it like that. But it's like, is the Matrix that where it's like, listen, I know the people who say it make you feel a certain way, but like everybody can use the word because it's an actual thing. It's not co-signing that. So
Yeah.
you don't have to inhale
try.
every
Look,
time the word comes
I'll
out.
try.
Get off the internet,
continue.
yo. Get off the internet.
You get off the internet.
I'm not on the internet.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not reacting to it the way that you are.
Lying to me. Stop lying.
No, seriously. Okay, so
Terminally online.
exactly. This guy's listening to SpongeBob rap.
Yeah.
I love it. It's great.
Exactly. That's part of the problem.
Blorb, look them up.
That's part of the problem. It's like, is that the Matrix, guys? Is where they can make a movie? Okay, so Dungeons and Dragons was another one of those movies where they had so many layers, so many points, and they hit them all,
And it failed
perfectly. It's like, as far as I remember, movies are hard to make.
They
And
are.
to make one message is like super difficult, right? Just to get
Yeah,
one
yeah, yeah.
across.
To make one movie happen at all.
No,
Right.
we're just talking. We're talking about the
The
message,
concept, yeah, the
concept of making a
concept.
movie. Like,
But to make these
even in art, there's just in art, it's hard to get one message across.
Exactly.
Let alone how it was
several,
made.
and then
Yeah.
now there are these movies that come out that seem to get everything for everybody wrapped up in a perfect knot, like just, and they
AI.
say it all. They don't miss anything. So that's what I was thinking. I
Yeah,
was like,
AI.
is that the machine working on us?
Hey.
No, there's no way.
We're not that
Dragons
smart.
was AI. There's no way.
Fair enough. All right, guys.
Well,
I'll give you.
If,
So-
if it was, I submit.
All right, so
No.
I'll bend the knee.
No.
I'll bend the knee.
so
Please don't bend. Not on air.
I'll bend the knee.
What the fuck?
Holy shit.
my man's been bending over for.
Yeah,
Anyway.
hey, yo.
Continue.
Hey, yo.
So we have reached to the end of our actual topics. Real quick, while we were talking about it,
What are we
we're-
sipping on? This
Yeah, yeah.
delightfully
Chris.
sweet.
It's a little.
This is a me drink.
It's from Hoosier Brewing Company out of Greenwood. It's Roll the Fruit Maui Wowie.
Maui, wowie.
Now, cool thing about the Roll the Fruit
I like that.
series that Hoosier does, they're all based on wheat strains.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
I've actually had
say.
Maui Wowie.
I have.
Yeah.
So we're actually getting to the point where the tap room's got to open real soon. So we're gonna have to burn through our last segment, which is comic book reviews. But I think we're pretty much in consensus with all these books that we read this week, right?
Yeah, for the most part. I wanna talk about Big Game because I know we've read a lot of comics leading up to this, so we can get to that right away. Big Game. What'd you guys think about that?
Can you hand me the book? I was gonna let Chris thumb through it while we're kind of
Honestly,
talking about the books.
Yeah, like honestly, I was not expecting it to be a fucking the universe of Mark Millar
Mark
just
Millar.
just squeezed together.
Mark Millar said, "You're not gonna give me my own universe. Fuck you,
I'll
I'm
make
making
my
my own.
own."
Exactly.
I'm taking all the comics that I've ever made."
You know, and I felt justified for reading all his shit over the years.
right.
finally.
Wasn't that a nice feeling? It felt good to see Homeboy actually, even though I wasn't really getting it with Prodigy, but seeing him show up, I'm like, okay, I kind of see what he's going at.
Which one's Prodigy?
The black dude.
Oh, that was. Oh yeah, we read his comic.
Yeah.
That the number one.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if that was the
It's
same
great
guy.
to
or
see
not.
all these things come together, but you forgot about them.
It took me a second, but right about the time where I got that, oh, you know everything kind of vibe, I was like, oh, that's him.
You know what? I completely forgot though that he made Kick-Ass.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I
Completely
saw.
forgot about Kick-Ass.
Yeah,
And then,
it looks like.
and then he just completely appeared, and I was like, "Holy shit!"
Yo, reading his letter, I felt about like, look, I was doing this shit before it was cool, and everybody copied off
Everyone
me.
fucking
But I didn't get no invite. But it's cool.
He's like,
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying-
I think I can shoot.
He's
my
like,
shot.
I'm glad y'all blew up, but I feel like it was really on my back.
Exactly. Yep.
And I was like, yeah, give him a shot.
fucking
Yeah.
kick-
He's
Kick-Ass.
right though. He's kind of right though.
He is.
Kick-Ass years later, still getting cucked.
What do you mean
Still
finding an American representative is kind of tricky? What do you mean?
I'm right fucking
He's
here.
right.
Because it's like we want to give it to a white dude, but so we have to think about what kind of white dude we're giving it to.
I don't like the fact, like when Chun Hee was talking about like who they're picking, right? They're like, well, every person we want to pick has a completely opposite side that hates them and stuff. Like, what are you talking about? Are you talking about you're choosing whether a Republican or a Democrat? Like,
Well, that's Mark Millar's commentary on the state of the U.S., which I kind of agree. Have you been in any Twitter thread
no,
in the past
anywhere,
5 years?
I get it, but it feels like she's like aiming for like a politician. Like it's like I'm looking for.
Right.
No, it feels like I'm like, why aren't you choosing some Joe Schmo? Like Joe, I thought you were aiming for Joe Schmoes instead of like these elites.
But
in
there's
America.
the thing, son.
Yeah.
What's the Joe Smo?
I don't know.
Well, I'm pretty sure if you thought about
Kick
it,
ass.
you see.
There you go. Kick
It's
ass.
him.
Kick
He's
ass.
Joe Schmo.
A fucking incel?
Hire him.
Yeah, totally.
Hire him. Hire him.
I actually
He deserves it.
He just always.
I like the book. I like where it was
No,
going.
it's good.
I like how it's putting everything together.
I'm excited.
You put Pepe Larraz in anything?
Oh my
And
god.
I love that fucking art
Pepe
so
Larraz
much.
is probably the best artist.
Yeah, as far as like
generation.
He's the
I feel
broth
like.
to this pot of soup right
he is like a streamlined.
Fantastic.
If you think of modern comics, you see his imprint.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
what he does. Is
Jumping ahead a little bit, I don't want to jump ahead, but my favorite parts in the X-Men gala were his.
Yeah.
He fucking knocked it out of the park.
Yes, he did.
Of course he did.
It-
He always did. We came in on him, you know. Whoa, hey yo. we were brought in through his lens, and that's kind of where I like to stay
Yeah,
for them.
yeah.
It's that grandiose high top. Whenever I see him,
And he's been in with X-Men since the beginning, right? Like the early parts of House and Power. It was
Yeah.
him, and it brought me back.
Anytime he comes back to the X-Men line, it's a real treat. Enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah, our next book on the docket, it's from Marvel as well. Well, that wasn't from Marvel, but from Marvel, Blade #1.
Love it.
Speaking of great artists.
This one. Yeah.
Speaking of great artists.
Black Widow Scribe, she comes back and does, surprise, surprise, another great job in this story where we're taking Blade into a somewhat new dynamic.
Yeah.
I like this over every single Blade book we've read in the past because this seems more like a Blade movie. To me, I saw this and it was like, this is what I want the Blade movie to kind of look like. Like from the top to the bottom, the switch up, even though like you can kind of see it coming, but like everything is played off so fucking cool.
And it's so very self-contained as a Blade book and not trying to take him out of his alley, out of his bag, and I guess afflict Blade onto other people.
Like cool. You were the sheriff of Vampire Town, which was in Chernobyl for whatever fucking reason.
Yeah.
Cool. This is Blade.
No,
right. And something I noticed that the artist likes to do is like we don't get the full costume reveal until like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Because it's like, what's under there? For me. I really like where this one's going. I could hear the music in the club. It's got the style for him.
Yes.
I'm excited to see where it goes.
I love that she took. Sorry to cut you off. I'm sorry. I love that she took everything that she did in Black Widow and just augmented it. Yeah. Like the half cut smile for Old Girl was fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
His attack motions, the way it parallels, she knocked it out of the fucking
park. She handles
park.
action really, really well, and I can't wait to see her open up because it's like you had a ballerina to bounce off with Natasha. With this, it's like if it's more of what she gave me, I'm excited.
Yeah, for sure.
Really excited. You were gonna say?
No, I was just gonna say like I feel like this was the most Blade like character wise within the books that I've seen him in a long time.
A very long time.
And everyone feels like, oh yeah, this is definitely Blade. And then like Blade feels like Blade. Like he doesn't feel like thrown in just because, and he doesn't feel like out of place. Like this, he's in his element.
Yeah, this is exactly what I wanted from a Blade book, and I got it, and I was super happy.
And I want more.
It's always nice because we need more stories like this where it's like you don't have to like super deep dive. It's appreciated.
Yeah.
But it's good when you can give a respect to a character and know what they're about and kind of use that to tell a story.
And keep his daughter at home.
Keep
under curfew.
Yeah, keep her at home for now because
separate.
it's pretty clear we don't know what we want to say with her.
Put her on Young Avengers.
Young Avengers.
Get her out of here.
Is the comic even still going?
It doesn't matter. Kamala Khan. Kamala Khan, come get your girl.
Come on. Kamala Khan is that new hotness.
Let's go.
That's the new mutant. All
Again.
right. Is she?
Is she?
We'll see.
Is she?
Next we got on the docket. This is from the first Fall of X line. We knew it had to come sooner or later, boys. But X-Men, Hellfire Gala.
I'm sad.
This is a huge book, and I loved every fucking second of it.
I have to say,
We've doomed for this moment. We've doomed for it.
It's a huge book, but I dreaded it when I saw those 74 pages. Like, oh shit. Okay, I need to.
Tell me about it. But since you don't know any of the X-Men history,
but I read it at least.
Okay, finally.
Yeah, but look. No matter
Hmm.
even if like I'm missing a lot of like gaps and everything, I still got the point.
Yeah.
Like it's still relatable to the fact that like even if you haven't been here for a while and everything, you understand and get the gist of it.
That at this point, I think that's a dead horse that we've beat over and over again.
True.
Every time that they do one of these grandiose just arcs, or not even arc, just like grandiose like event book one-offs. They always the team here. So Jerry Duggan is such a talented writer that he's able to just bring you in and make you care about this. Obviously, we got 60, 70 years of continuation for us to love these characters, but it never makes you feel like you're out of place. It always welcomes you in, gives you a little bit of enough to just hook you and make you think like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Right. So this book has turns, and it is the culmination of 4 to 5 years of just storytelling.
Yeah.
There's little hints that come from as far back as House of X.
Yeah.
House of X. We got things hidden off from last year's gala when Stasis was working on in the basement. We have just death destruction. One of the things that I was waiting for, because this new line of X-Men has taken those 80s books and recast them, Marauders, the Hellfire Gala, all these things. And one of the big books that, Inferno, one of the big books that hasn't hit yet and we've been waiting for is The Mutant Massacre. And it just so happened to coincide that I started rereading the Mutant Massacre from back in the day, right when this dropped. And as soon as I start reading it and seeing it, and this book hit hard. This book was, I liked it, but it fucking, this book hurts, man. This book hurts.
It hurts in the, like, it, not like how, it's just the end when you finally get to the end and realize what has and like what has happened, it weighs on you, and
the fact that they've done this consistently and bridged it over since 2019 when the books came out, the way that they're able to just take a little note that they dropped in fucking 2020, a little note that they dropped in 2019, all these little things that maybe were like just kind of glance overs and are now a big thing, such as the Red Triangle, such as just what Orcus has been doing in the background. Everything has lined up so perfectly for this. I can't. Man, this is great. This is if this was a novelization, this would be a Pulitzer Prize winner.
Yeah.
If only they didn't take that ability away from comic books.
I know, right? Yeah, who's to say it isn't already? If we're in there, and we're really enjoying it, like our man over here, it's like, who's to say it's not? You really
fuck that microwave, that fucking iPad.
That Nimrod entrance was one of the craziest splash panels I've seen.
He just showed up. He did. I did not scrolling because I'm scrolling down and I'm like, oh, everything is. Oh fuck!
Spoiler alert: Dazzler got dazzled.
Yeah. They're dazzled across the.
That was one of the most disturbing panels when Dazzler is lifeless, staring at the fucking viewer. Sorry, spoiler alert. Staring at the reader was one of the most disturbing panels I've fucking looked in a long time.
Holy shit. All right. I got to get into it.
It's bad.
And it's every writer's book. Close your ears if you don't know this. It's every writer's dream to kill fucking Jean Grey.
Yeah. It's true.
I just wish they wouldn't have put like all the solicitations for Kamala Khan in the background.
Oh my gosh!
Here's the thing. Here's why. Because half of the people that died in here are on the solicitation covers for Kamala Khan. There's like a few people that are on there. They're like gruesome deaths. There are now we know where they're coming back in a few weeks because Kamala Khan is there.
Yeah, so such a small detail that happened in the grand scape of the X-Men mythos. They tried to, roll this whole Kamala Khan thing of her dying in the Spider-Man books into this. It's a backdrop. But who cares? But she looks fantastic at the gala.
Yeah.
No, what a 10 out of 10.
It's only to match the DCU version of Kamala Khan, who is now a mutant. So they just had to rewrite and work everything into it. I said what I said.
Gotcha.
He did.
I got your point. I got you.
He did.
No,
Did anybody before we go? Did anybody get a chance to read Hulk?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Real quick, what do you guys think about that?
It's great. I have been an avid Hulk hater my whole life. And then after reading these first two books, I'm like, yo.
This is what I feel like the Hulk has needed for a long time.
Become complete asshole.
Come back to a monster genre.
This
is not a superhero book. This is a horror book.
And I like how Banner reminds you, like, I am not like you like Captain America. I am not Captain America. I am not a superhero. Okay, I am cursed. All right, that other guy ain't me.
Right.
I'm not the Hulk.
We all had
and the Hulk is not what you think it is.
No, he's not.
The first book set off with the gruesome transformation and all this other stuff, but everything just kind of developed into something better. And I don't know, it's wonderful.
Yeah, I truly.
We're gonna have to start wrapping this up real quick.
Yeah.
I truly do agree. But yeah, guys, that has seemed to have been episode 100 of our podcast. Wow, we are here.
We completed this journey.
Only up from here, ladies and gentlemen.
That's
only
right.
up from here.
And May on to 100 more.
Don't limit us.
Thank you, Chris, for joining us.
Thank you very much for
Oh,
joining
I
us.
appreciate
Thank you for
it,
having
man.
us.
Thank you for letting us use your venue.
Thank you so much, Chris.
Thank you for we're driving away as customers, so we have to shut out real quick.
This has been
A fantastic time. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you guys. Please come back for another 100 more. You can find me at just_Uno on Twitter and Instagram.
You can find me at Stooge Prime on Twitter. I'm going to say Instagram. Goddamn.
You can find me at Art of Sumo on Instagram and Twitter.
You can find me King Creates X, all K's no C's on TikTok.
And you can find me at 11 Washington Street in Valparaiso at Washington Street Tap Room.
And also
Come get quenched.
Instagram and every social
Instagram,
media.
Twitter, or not Twitter. No Twitter.
X.
Instagram and face page.
At Washington Street Tap Room.
Yeah.
So make sure you guys tap in. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next.
Peace out, nerds.
Food.
Happy
Thank you.
100.